Previously on our last video up at the ranch, Chris got our first run of seed put down on the ground to hopefully feed our Highland cows one day. He also made a quick road trip to grab an old yet new to us cultipacker to help blast the seed down into the ground for a better germination rate. Continue to watch as we move along with more woodwork and framing for the timber posts and beams that Chris hand milled for our front entryway.
Alright guys, I am back up here. It's the middle of the week. I came up yesterday on Wednesday because I had our windows were finally ready and they wanted to deliver them, so we unloaded those yesterday. Here's kind of a look at them. To me it doesn't look like there's very many here, and I haven't gone through the list yet to see what there is. It was I guess here's the list right here. Normally when people drop things off, they want you to go through everything right away and mark out any defects or anything like that, and you have X amount of days to do so, or hours. This guy said no. He's like, you know, go through them as you chuck them in. If there's an issue with something, then we'll deal with it then. Part of the reason why we went with West Coast Windows was because they had said, you know, on all their parts they've got a lifetime warranty, regardless if something like a handle or a screen or something breaks. They said they'd send you a replacement. But not only that, for what we were looking for, we ended up deciding we wanted triple pane double OE, just so that you know, wintertime we weren't feeling the cold air coming through, and summer we kind of kept some of the heat out. And with that, they were more competitive in price, but also they had the quality we were looking for, as well as the wider frame than just jamming triple pane in a double pane window frame. So it's actually a wider frame that has enough space to house the 3 panes of glass. So my plan for being up here, I'm staying till Sunday. I got George and the kids coming up Friday night, and then I think we're gonna go see some monster trucks on Saturday. But my plan was to finish off everything upstairs, which I did yesterday, just all the nitpicky stuff, like making sure I've got backing in all the corners and in the roof for the drywallers. And then I started doing that yesterday downstairs, and now I'm on to finishing 2 closets that I had to do still. One in the guest room, and then I had one in just a linen closet between the bathroom and the office. After that, we decided that this is only a 7-foot height doorway. We decided we wanted to go 8, so I have to modify that, which I don't think will be too bad. And then as well, we decided on an 8-foot door, and rather than doing how the original drawing was 2 36-inch doors, we're just going to go with an 8-foot tall by 42-inch wide. And then we increased the width of the windows, not by much, but I think by 6 inches or so. So I got to take care of all that. And then I had planned on starting some of the plywood up on the top that's right underneath the soffit, because I never did any of that. However, I went to start the lift yesterday, and it seems like I may have blown a relay or something. It doesn't want to turn over anymore. It started turning over in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it stopped. So one of these days, I guess I need to get on that. All right, so as mentioned, our next task is to increase the height of these windows. We got to move them up 11.5 inches to a 94.5 rough opening, since our window is 94. So I've marked it out. I'm just going to sawzall across through the studs and then go to the outside and cut the plywood with the skill saw. So then we're going to come down 1.5 inches from that line. Since that'll be inside of the top plate, or the bottom side of the top plate. Nails in there. All right, that took a lot longer than I anticipated, but there you can see the difference in terms of 7 foot and an 8 foot. And I think the 8 foot is way better. Doesn't make this wall here so tall in between the windows. Breaks it up a bit better. If I didn't have the overhang going outside, I would have gone 10 feet or something. All right, so we got her done. It's ready for some 8 foot tall windows and door. Now I still got to pick which sliding door we're going to go with, whether we go with a multi-slide or whether we just go with the 2-panel. I'm still undecided. Not sure what would be better. I kind of like the multi-slide, but it's also about finding one that looks nice and doesn't look dated. Alright guys, I'm done for the day. My legs have been killing me, my feet have been killing me. Everybody says how good a cold plunge is, but when the water is still, it's got to be at least 0. I had the delivery guy from West Coast Windows and Doors. He's into cold plunging. He's got his own one in his house, and when I told him what I had over here, he said once I'm done with the unloading the windows, I want to give it a try. So he hopped in, and I'm surprised he's lasted the longest out of anybody I've seen go in it. And he said, yeah, it's colder than mine, and mine's set at 3 degrees Celsius. So not sure how cold it is, but I'm gonna see if I can get in there somewhere around waist deep and give her a go. I don't think I got it in me. Everything instantly hurts. Woo. That's cold. All right, so we got a bit of an exciting little trip. I finally found myself a round baler, so I'm off to go pick that up. We are going to attempt to tow it behind the truck, not on the trailer. The guy says it tows pretty good, and he's done it before, so we're going to see how that works. Hopefully it's not a wasted trip and I got to go back and pick up the trailer, because we're looking at a couple-hour drive, but so be it. Let's see. Alright, so we got the round baler on the back. Let's go make some hay. Woo! Alright, so we made it back. Unloaded the round baler. There it sits for now, until our grass grows and we can try using it. So it's a 5x5 round baler with the mega wide pickup. It's a 557 John Deere. I believe it's a 2009. No, I lied. 2005. So it was kept in pretty good shape. Doesn't look like there's really anything I need to do to it in order to run it. There is that one belt right there, two I guess, one there, and that one's got a hole that I should probably buy some spares, just so if it does break down I'm not stuck. But came with the bale monitor and everything. It's got higher bales on it, bale count on it, but like I said, it was always indoor kept in the off season, and it was regularly maintained, so hoping it works well for us. All right, so here's a look at some of our wood. Not my wood. This wood we're using for the house. I'm gonna start cutting some of these up. See how it goes.
Got a brand new blade on, so I'm excited. Man, that cuts nice. Oh, yeah.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down.
All right, so I'm gonna give these edges or these corners a little
Chasing stars and hope.
hand plane, just so that if you got a real sharp corner, it's easy just to nick it and it splinters and pulls a big chunk out of it. So I'm just gonna take a bit off. I think I need a sharper blade.
Dangerous time. Be sure to keep it in sight.
Once Chris completed cutting and planing, he then moved along to marking out and placing the brackets for the huge 8x8 fir posts.
All right, day 2. Can I do it again? I don't know. It feels colder today outside, even though it was warmer. I'm gonna freeze my bullocks off. Jebediah, Springfield. Oh yeah! Woo hoo hoo! Woo! Woo! Everything seizing up. I feel like the Tin Man. Oh, the metal seizing. Need some WD-40. It was easier to go in, but woo, it's cold. Wish this rock wasn't so slippery. It like instantly burns your feet. And then they don't want to move. All right, guys, good morning. Another beautiful day. We got George and the kids. They came up last night. We're going to try to do a little bit today and then whip in to go see some monster trucks. And then I'm hoping at some point this weekend to get the sea cans kind of temporarily set up. But right now I'm back on these timber frame posts. I got the two of them cut last night, and then all the edges just knocked down with the hand plane. Now, with attaching everything, they're using hidden fasteners for pretty much anywhere that you would see anything. Otherwise, I got some 3/8 by 12-inch GRKs that go through the top to lock everything in place. And the fasteners we're using are these Simpson ETB 90s, and let me tell you, this is another great example of corporate greed at its best. These things are $50 each, and it consists of 5 screws and these 2 aluminum hangers that the one goes onto the one side, the other goes on the other side, and this one you actually have to pocket in, and then they just drop on each other and hold together like that. But I guess because they use it's probably just an aircraft grade aluminum or something, and as you can tell, they're just cut out of flat stock, and that they have an engineered stamp with it. They justify the $50 when you're looking at probably about 45 to 90 cents in actual material. And they're so stingy that they only give you half the screws. So I'm not really that impressed with these, but we'll see how easy it is to put them together. I've already laid out on the post here my center lines here, and what happens is this little guy here will get screwed onto here just with regular screws. I'm opting to put a GRK screw in one of them and then just some regular screws in the other ones. There's no instruction on what you're supposed to use for those, whether they're nails or screws, but I was thinking about it, and if I put nails in, I'm worried about this bracket pulling away over time. And then, like I said, this one here gets attached to the other piece and it gets pocketed in, and the idea is this just slips down, and that's what locks the two of them together. Just like that. And then because this bracket here is thicker, the screws don't matter that they're sticking up. And that's what I've done. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Then I got this lovely knot right here. All right, so I got one side done. That took longer than I had hoped. It was because of this bloody knot right there. Really hard. Anyways, that guy fits in there like that. Center's about there. The idea is the other plate comes in and is able to slide in there. here, grab this 2x4. Put it underneath so not short like that.
Oh.
You dumbass. You're holding it so the bottom doesn't kick out? So the bottom doesn't kick out?
Yeah. Hold on, hold it for a second. Let me readjust this. Got it?
I think so. Hurry up.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah. It was just in the corner of the thing. How am I gonna help you lift it?
Shh.
What?
What I'm thinking, and you just keep beating it off. Get it in your head. Fine, a little bit.
What now?
I'm silly thinking.
I'm supposed to know your brain is
Yeah,
turning
if I'm
in there.
looking at something, I'm not you, where I just
I can't
Stare-
see your gears going in your
stare
head.
into nothing space. Do you ever see me just? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know where I am. I'm just blanking out. No, I am thinking. of what
I
I'm
can't
doing.
see the gears turning
You don't
inside
need to know.
with the
If I'm
steam
quiet
coming out your
and I'm
ear.
not saying anything, it means I'm busy thinking.
Oh. I guess I shouldn't be right here.
No!
I was too busy thinking. As Chris and I continue to be thinking on how to get these posts and beams up without the lift working, we take a break and head over to watch some monster trucks for Riley's 3rd birthday. Be sure to keep an eye out for our next video as we continue the challenges on getting these huge posts and beams up over our front entryway. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and drop any comments below if you have any suggestions on how to lift these heavy things into place.